Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I am going to play with a palette and some other stuff. Well, just a lip oil actually. I got this in a Try Beauty box this month. I'm just gonna show you. This is the Try Beauty box. It comes in a box like this. This is a subscription box that I get every other month, and you open it up and you have the products in here, but I have it in front of me. Usually it is 4 to 5 products. It's mostly indie brands and it's mostly makeup and beauty related. And I also got a eyeshadow palette because you always get an eyeshadow palette, so why not try it today? And this is the palette, guys. This is the BeBella Life in Pastel palette. It looks gorgeous. We're gonna see if this palette is a good pastel palette. And it looks very, very beautiful. We can open it up. You have a mirror here and you have a 16 palette. And this is very, very stunning actually. I feel like this is a very beautiful pastel palette. You have some mattes here. You have some different formulas as well. I'm gonna put up some swatches as well. But you have a pressed glitter here as well. I have tried BeBella before. I have one palette from them that I got in another Try Beauty box, and it feels like it's kind of the same formula in some of these shades here, because they also had in the other palette I have a pressed glitter. And these two here, like the shimmer purple and the shimmery turquoisey blue, they have like a more squeezy formula, like a more creamy formula kind of. And then you have some more regular shimmers, and then you have more like satin shades. So I'm very interested to see how this works, if it's good or not. And then I got some other stuff, as I said. So the other things you got in this box is this makeup drop. This is like a this is like an applicator for like masks or lotions or self-tanner. I believe this you can use just blending out like moisturizers on your skin and body. And then you got this one. So this is like a brush you scrub your body with just to exfoliate. And it's also said it encourages the removal of toxins while exfoliating and smoothen your skin. Use weekly. So yeah, but it says also dry brush, so I have no idea if you should use it like on your skin like dry. I have no idea. I'm gonna try it out anyway. And then I got a lip oil, but this is a transformation lip oil. This is from Julep Beauty. I've never heard about this. So this is the Hint of Pink Transformation Lip Oil. This seems like a very interesting product. This moisturizing lip oil reacts to your unique pH, wrapping your pout with the perfect shade of sheer pink. Swipe the super soft applicator across your lips and go. So this is supposed to transform to a pink, a little bit, a hint of pink on your lips, because you pH like level on your skin will transformate that. So I suppose it will be like customized, not customized, it will look different on every person. So I'm very interested in that one. And I also got from Mirabella the eyeshadow primer. And this eyeshadow primer, yeah, I just suppose it's a regular eyeshadow primer. It's a waterproof eyeshadow primer. It seems to be a creamy formula. Okay, it's a sheer translucent base. I like when it's like when it has a color to it, but we're gonna see, guys. I am super excited, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit, and I'm also gonna apply some blush and highlighter because I haven't done that. So yeah, I'm very interested in this lip oil, so I have just put a little bit of lip liner, not a lot. So I actually think we can try it out because it says it's gonna transform. It's a very nice applicator. You can see that it's like, it's not straight, and it's easy to bend or, ooh. Did this turn a little bit pink maybe? I think it did. It tickles a little bit. Do you say tickles? Like, You can feel it, but it's not like this super plumping that, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. Let's just put some blush on. I'm just gonna take my Natasha Denona Bloom palette because we need we need something here. I'm gonna start with this one and then I'm gonna dip into that one as well. I like to mix a little bit. So I'm very excited about this palette, as I said, because I love pastel palettes. I would never buy this palette though, because I feel like if you have one pastel palette that you like, you don't need a ton. I mean, then you have pastels. But I got it, and I just feel like when I opened it up, I was actually very happy because it looks so pretty. So I feel like it can be like really nice if this is good quality. I do remember on the other palette I have from them that I couldn't layer the mattes that good. I do remember that. I think that was the issue with the other palette I have from BeBella, that if I layer too many shadows, like if I started with the lightest matte and just put on some darker and darker and darker, it didn't want to stick. So I think you have to lay maybe the darkest shade first and then blend it out with a lighter shade. Just what I noticed. But I mean, other than that, I feel like it was a really nice palette. So I'm very excited to try this one. And now, because I'm gonna do like a more pastel rainbow look, I want to have like a fun highlighter. So I took this one out. This is the Aurora highlighting palette from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I'm gonna take this one, this like purpley shade, but I know it's more like a pink tint to it, but I want it to look like a little bit purple. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit purple. This is not for everyone, but I feel like this is fun. So I'm gonna just take a little bit here. I feel like that is really cool. And then maybe we can take a little more like this one. So this one is more like you can actually use like here, and also a little bit as well, just on top of that. I feel like that is that is so cool. I really like it. Okay, now we are ready to try this. I'm gonna try this one as well, this Mirabella. I don't know if I'm gonna try it just on one eye, because maybe I should have my regular eyeshadow primer on the other eye, so I know how, because if I have the one I usually have, I know that it's not the primer if something like looks weird or anything, because this is the first time I'm trying this eyeshadow palette. It's gonna be a first impression, so maybe I should just try this one out like on this eye, and then I'm gonna take my Kiko Milano on this eye, so I know that it's not like the primer if something looks weird or so. But I feel like it covered up really nice. I mean, it covered up like my Kiko one, so I don't feel like it's 100% translucent or like it has some coverage to it. This one is more, this is not sticky at all. My Kiko one has a little bit of stickiness, like it's sticky, but this one is, this has dried down. So let's see. So as I said, I feel like it's a lot of, oh my god, a lot of different formulas here. These are more like, not the Super Shock shadows, but you know, when you squeeze it, you can see it moves around in the pan. This is pressed glitter. These are like shimmers, but these two over here, I feel like it's more like satins. So we have a lot of a lot of things going on here. I'm gonna start with like pink and then go from pink to purple to blue, I suppose, and maybe do green underneath and yellow. I have no idea, but I'm gonna start with this shade. So I'm just gonna like stamp it on here. So this is with the primer, the new primer, the Mirabella one. And then this one is with the Kiko Milano. This is a very sheer pink, I feel like. So now we are digging in straight away with this one now. So we're just gonna deepen this up a little bit. I feel like, oh, this was pigmented. I do feel like pastels, I was like, pastels, wasn't that like last year? It was a lot of pastels, or was it this year? I can't remember. But I feel like we have had so many pastel palettes coming out, so I was a little bit tired of it. But when I did see this one, like now in real life, I feel like it's very, very pretty. So I'm just gonna build it up a little bit here. I don't see any difference with the eyeshadow primer on each side, I feel like. Or is it more like on the Kiko one, it's more brighter? Maybe that can be because it's a little more sticky there. This one has dried down. So I'm gonna just continue with this purpley shade, like here, and just, this one is also very sheer, but I mean it's pastels, so what do you expect? This is the pastel. This is beautiful. It is very, very light. But now I'm going in with this lighter blue shade. I'm gonna put it here. Oh, this was really light, but yeah. I don't have any space left. I feel like I took the pink too far. But I think that looks so beautiful. Look at that. It's really beautiful. I really like this shade. That was a very beautiful shade. And then of course you can mix these, because that's why I took like pink, purple and blue, because you can mix them all together. You can blend them into each other. I'm just gonna intensify this purple here in the middle. And we're gonna put some shimmer on the lid as well. Very romantic, very colorful, but very pastel. Okay, what am I going to do now? I have no idea if I want to deepen up this or if I just want it to be very light. I think it's beautiful when it's light. You have this one though, but this is a satin. I think it's a satin anyway, so probably you can deepen it up, but I don't want to do that, I believe. I do want to have, I'm gonna take these two actually. This one purple in the first half of my lid. Then we're going in, so this is moving around. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks actually. Oh, wrong. This, like, you can squeeze it and you can see that it like moves around, but I can get it up. It feels like it has a lot of small glitter specks in it. I have some fallout. Maybe this is a shade that is good to use your finger or like a sponge applicator. You know, the ones that, oh, you know, the ones we used when we were younger. Look at that. That is kind of like glitter. Yeah, this is a lot of glitter. I feel like this is like pressed glitter, but it's also like a shadow. If you take a Super Shock shadow, if you know the Super Shock shadows from Colourpop, and then you mix in a lot of small glitters, I think you will get this. This is beautiful. Look at that. So now I'm dipping into, with my finger, I'm dipping into this shade here. Look at that. Okay, that is beautiful. Oh my god. I'm gonna pop it here, like, oh my god, this is stunning. I'm gonna try to mix these two. I need more purple, or maybe I can take, oh, Jesus, this is so beautiful. And I like that it feels like a shadow. It's not like a pressed glitter, because you have a pressed glitter there. Beware, you need, like, I use these like baby wipes when I clean my fingers between, like, if I swatch or anything, but Whew, because you don't want glitter everywhere. But look at that, guys. Look at that. I'm impressed. I love this. If you have long nails and you can't use your fingers, I don't know how to do this, but I feel like you need like a brush that picks up these kinds of shades because it's like, it is a little bit hard to put on like a brush, but maybe I'm gonna intensify a little bit with all these shades we had, like the blue matte here, because I feel like it has disappeared a little bit on and on this side as well. That's the thing about pastels. You never know the quality, if it's gonna like disappear a little bit. It feels like you're working with glitter, so it's quite hard, especially when you use your finger to, I mean, get it where you want it. It's very easy to like slap on. You can't be precise, that's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to be precise with this shade or these two shades I have on my lid, but that's how it's gonna be. I'm just gonna intensify this as well, and then we're gonna see what we're going to do on the lower lash line. I love this. I love it so much. I'm so happy for these two shades because I feel like if you don't want to use like press glitter, like for instance this one, I can feel this is like a, it has a base to it that keeps the glitter together, but it's not like a shade. These I feel like is like a shade, like a shimmery shade or metallic shade that I have put in a lot of glitter. So if you want to use glitter but you are a little bit afraid, because this is so finely milled, so I think this is not a problem like with your eyes to be scared of, but you get the effect of like almost pressed glitter. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. So let's do the lower lash line. What do we want to do? I am so drawn to this shade because I love these kinds of shades. I have no idea if this is gonna look good, but I'm gonna take this one in my inner part of my lower lash line. I'm gonna take a small brush. No, we need to, first of all, we need to use the primer again, because this is, as I said, pastels, and we do need to prime to have something to stick on. Like it's gonna look a little bit crazy here, and it's such a small area, so I think it's easy to take like a eyeshadow brush, like a brush, and just smear it out underneath, and then I'm just tapping a little bit with my fingers. Okay, so now I think we can just take this green, lime green, and just put it here. Now I took the BeBella underneath both eyes, so, but I feel like here on the upper like lid or over here it performs the same, so I think it's a good eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna use it more though before I make up my mind, but this looks pretty, guys. I'm just afraid that this is gonna fade away. I just have a feeling these very light shades not gonna stick there forever, but you never know. Now I'm going in with this one. I want to try as many of these as possible, these shades. So a little more bluish green here. I'm gonna put, stunning. And then I think I'm gonna end this with a blue here, so we can like wrap it up like I can like connect these over here with that blue. Super pretty. I need something in my inner corner. If you know, I love yellow. Should I just take that in my like underneath here? I'm gonna do that. I need to use that shade, I mean. I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna pop it a little bit here. Like not in the inner corner, just on like the inner part of my lower lash line. Just to pop that yellow. Oh, it's Gorgeous. Now I used a lot of shades. And for inner corner, I think I'm gonna take this one. It feels like this is like a milky white pearly shade, so let's just pop that like in the very inner corner. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. It's like a pastel rainbow on my eyes. Super cute. I'm gonna just finish up this eyes, and yeah, we're gonna talk about this. What do we think? Okay, now I'm back with the finished look, guys. I'm gonna give you a close-up of this look. So I put, let's see here. I put this one in my waterline. This is just from Colourpop. I think it's like a pastel collection. It's a gel liner, by the way, and this is Icebreaker. I think it was in like a kit, like a pastel kit. Anyway, and I also did a liner, but I mixed two shades. So I have these pots, like these gel liners. I have this one from Colourpop. This is a pink one. This is Boots. Looks like this. And then I have from Revolution Pro. These are the Revolution Pro Pigment Pomade. I don't know if they have these anymore. Now it's a little bit messy because I wanted to have purple and I don't have purple. So I mixed blue and pink. So I just took a little bit of these. I don't know, I think they have discontinued these, but these are the drops I use when I want to like moisture up these kinds of stuff. So these are like mixing liquid drops, and I just put some in these and I just mixed them. So I just mixed it on this lid until I got the shade I wanted, like a more purpley shade. So that's a tip if you don't have every color, but you have some of these, you can always mix and match with these. These are really nice to do that with. And also on my, like the lashes, I used Eylure Most Wanted in Lush Crush. I think they look really pretty with this pastel look. I think that was it. So yeah, let's talk about these products. Let's talk about the lips first. Let's talk about the lips first. I can see that it is more pink. It has like, as it's said, it has, I mean, transform a little bit. So it has a tint with like pink. So I think that is pretty cool. I really like it. It doesn't feel sticky. It is more like a lip oil as it says. So it's not a gloss, but it feels so good. I really enjoy this one for a first impression. I'm going to use it. I feel like it's going to be a good day-to-day thing, you know. If you just want to have a little bit of color on your lips, you don't want a lip gloss, you don't want a lipstick or anything, you want to moisturize your lips, maybe this is really good for that because you get a little more pinky lips. And yeah, really like that. The eyeshadow primer, first impression, I would say it performs as good as the Kiko Milano side. I mean, you could see that the Kiko one had more intense pink color. When I put the pink on, it was more intense on this side than this side. But I think it's because this one just dried down very, very fast. And this side was more sticky. So maybe that's something to notice. But this is just a first impression. I'm going to use this week now, and I'm going to come back to you in another video. I have some products that I want to come back to you, like a foundation that I'm trying out and stuff like that. So if you are interested, I'm going to do like a mini review or something, just talk to you and tell you what I think about these products when I've used it for a while. And of course we have the palette. We're going to talk about what I think about this. Is this like another pastel palette? That is the question, because there's a lot of pastel palettes. I had a palette that I decluttered from the Beauty brand. It was so horrible. It was not good at all. I feel like this one is better. This one is definitely better, and you have more options here. You have different textures that I really, really appreciate. I mean, you have some deeper shades here, but not super deep. I didn't use this one today, but I mean, this is like the deepest matte they have in this palette. And then you have these two, but these are more like satins. But I feel like maybe you can use it in your crease to deepen up. I think so, because usually I can do that with satin shades, so maybe that's an option for you if you think this is like too light. But it is a pastel palette. We don't have to like say it's something else because it is a pastel palette, so it don't have to be deep shades here. I'm just saying this is the deepest shade they have, but I feel like these shades are very pretty. I was really like in love with this shade, and I'm not a blue person, like I'm not drawn to blue right away, but this was super beautiful. You can see, so pretty. And I feel like all these shades actually perform really nice. I don't know how it is if there will be like in a couple of hours or so, because they are very sheer. Are they going to like fade away? This shade, I don't know. This is so beautiful. I have no idea if this is gonna last on me, but I'm gonna see. I really love these two shades here. You can see that it's like, you can see the texture that I have put in my finger there, so you can imagine, you know, the texture of this one and the formula maybe, but it's so pretty. Oh my god, this reminds me a little bit of Glam Shop, the shimmers in Glam Shop that has a lot of sparkle to it, like a lot of glitter specks. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, oh, it looks so stunning. I am so impressed with these two shades, and I really like this one. This was so beautiful, and this one as well. I haven't used these two, so I'm gonna use them this week when I'm doing my makeup in the morning. And I'm also gonna try out these ones so I can see how these perform. But overall, I'm super happy I have this. I am actually really impressed so far. Just gonna see how it looks during the day. So okay guys, this was it. I really hope you have enjoyed this little video, this little first impression video, and I will link the Try Beauty box down below if you are interested in get a subscription from this brand. I have had them for quite a while now, so I'm super happy because I can try a lot of, they send like fun stuff, like from indie brands that I haven't heard of or I haven't tried before. Now I have tried this brand because I have another palette that I got in a Try Beauty box, but they send a lot of fun stuff. So I feel like it's a fun subscription box. So I feel like it's a fun subscription box to have, and it comes out every other month. So I get it every other month and not every month. But yeah, that was it, and I hope you've enjoyed it, as I said, and I see you on a Wednesday. Take care, guys. Bye.